Hello, everybody. I'm going to show you a few different ways to change up the image in my chip bags that I've made. They're in the commercial use file. They're in the commercial use folder over in Google Drive and on Dropbox in the commercial use files under chip bags. Boy, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? Okay. For starters, I'm going to go ahead and show you, we want to white this area out. So we're going to go over to the left toolbar. Going to grab the paintbrush and select brush tool. And that looks pretty small. So we want to make it larger. And I want white. And when you look here, if it's all the letter F, that's the code, then it's completely white. Select OK. And then we can go ahead and paint that area white. And that's all on one layer. And I've done this for more than one reason. What I want to do is right click and select duplicate layer. And we can hide the layer that we just made and go back to this one. And for just a quick, easy switch out of an image, you can open an image, select copy, and then come back over here, edit and paste. Oops. Hopefully when we paste, it'll create a new layer. It did. And then we can drag this over. And then if you don't already have these little boxes showing to resize, you want to go to Edit, Transform, and click on Scale. And that will put this image here to where you can resize it by taking and dragging on the corners, just like that. And I just eyeball to center. I know a lot of people don't, but I eyeball it. And then I want to go over to the magic wand, and within this little square here, I want to select, and then I'm going to go up to Edit, Clear. And what that does is it's going to erase the white background that was on my image. It wasn't a transparent image when I pasted it in. And then to get rid of all the little marching ants, I'm going to select my Control and letter D key at the same time, and that will remove the marching ants. And then I can click over here, and now I have a brand new chip bag. So I want to go up, File, Export as PNG, and then save it. You'll want to rename it since it was a Valentine goat chip bag. So just put Valentine kitten with heart, whatever you want to call it, and then click save, and that's going to save it to your download folder. There we go. Okay, now let's hide the kitten. We're going to go back up to the duplicate layer that we created. We want to go ahead and click that eye so it's visible. We can go ahead and click the eye on the bottom background here. We aren't going to be needing that. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and save this. Let's go up and hit save as PSD, and this will create a template for us. So let's go template and then just save that. If anything happens, if you have a crash, if the website gets a bug and something happens, you aren't going to lose your work if you save it. Okay, so we have what we had before, but now we're going to take this centerpiece where it's white and we're going to remove that. So we want to go up to the wand, magic wand, select it, and highlight in the white. It looks like I have a little part down here that I didn't get erased. So I'm going to hit Control D, and then I'm going to come back with a paintbrush, and I want to paint where I had that little tiny marching ant, because I want that to be completely invisible. I don't want that to show up on the image that I'm going to bring in. Okay, so let's try this again. I want to go back to the magic wand. I want to select that area, and I don't see any marching ants in here, so it looks pretty good. If there's a marching ant there, just FYI, it's going to be a little white dot on the image that you paste in. I mean, you can fix that later on, but it's just best right now to have it clean. Okay, now we want to go up to edit and select clear, and that will remove the white. I guess probably I skipped a step, so I'm going to hit undo. You don't have to do this, but it helps to create a clear line where you aren't going to have any of this color show through if you have a darker image. So we want to select up here on the top bar where it says select, and then we want to go to modify, and where it says expand, you're going to have it say 1 pixel. Just leave it at 1 and click OK. And that's just going to take those marching ants in exactly 1 pixel. And that's enough to remove any white that might want to stay when we remove it. So we go back to the edit, select clear, and now we have a nice clean cut out of there. And then once again, let's go and hit File, Save. And that's going to save our template. Since we've already saved it once, we just hit save and it's going to save it for us. Okay, now I want to go down here, over here on the right bar, and there's a little button, little icon down here that says new layer. We want to go on top of this one for the moment. We'll drag it later. For now, we want to click new layer. And I'm going to bring in a new image. And when you're working with AI, a lot of times it's going to give you half of an image. And this is a great way to use those. So I want to click open. And this is one of those images that is like a halvesy, I call. I'm going to go ahead and select the magic wand and edit, clear, and remove the background now. And then I'm going to hit Control D on my keyboard. If you don't have Control D, I'll have to look that up if you're on a portable device, because I'm not quite sure how to do that to clear the marching ants. But if you're on a desktop, select Control D as your shortcut. And then go to Edit, Copy. Then we want to come over here to our template, Edit, Paste, and then, oopsie, select edit, undo. I forgot to go to my move tool. I still had it on my magic wand and I do that every single time. Okay, we want to click on the cat and we want to move it over here. And if you're not set up to be able to resize your image, you'll go to edit, transform, and oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, sorry. We want to go to edit. Oh no, I can't think. Since I've already got mine up there to resize, it's not showing. I'm going to go ahead and drag this to approximately where I'm going to want it. And then I'll be right back. Schedule. Brain fart. Early in the morning. Okay, I apologize for that. It's early in the morning and I don't know if I had a brain fart or what. Let's go back. If you do not have the resize little squares on here, you'll want to go to edit. You want transform and then click scale. And scale is going to allow you to resize it if for some reason you do not have these little squares here to resize. So what I'm going to do now is try to fit that and align it so that I'm seeing the flower. I don't want to lose my flower. And you can see here where the body is just about flush with a little banner. And I'm going to click the check mark above. And then once again, Control D. And then what I'm going to do is over here on the layer panel, I'm going to select. And then what I'm going to do is just drag it down behind our template that we have right there. And as you can see, the template now is sitting on top of that image. Now I'm going to go back to the cat and I want to add something up here in the space that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new layer. I'm going to bring it up to the top so I can work with it. I'm going to open and I've got a little banner here. I'm going to select edit, copy, go back to the template, and then I want to paste onto this layer right here. And that's pretty small. I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. And this is just really, it's going to be your choice on your preference on where you want everything to line up. I don't know if I want it behind the cat there. If you go to this area, you can kind of move it a little bit. I want it to be a little bit bigger. So just about right there. Should be lined up. Then I can raise it just a tad. And I like the angle where it's at. So I'm going to go ahead and click that check mark. And then I go back over here and I want to drag it behind the kitten. So I placed it down here on the layer panel behind the kitten so the kitten's ear is above the banner and the banner's not on top of the kitten. Okay, now we want to go one layer down, and this is going to put us back behind the banner and the kitten. And then we select a new layer. And then we come over here onto the tool panel, and we want this. It's the shape tool, and I'm going to select rectangle. And then up here, you're going to see that it's the fill color is black and we want it white. And so click white. And then we want to come over and just draw a rectangle. And this is just going to add a white background for you. And there you have it. And that's how I made the little kitten bag template that I just posted. And then for one more step, if you want to take a picture, like you've got a cute picture of your puppy and you want to add it, what we can do is add a new layer right here in the layer panel, and we're behind. So let's go up. For some reason on PhotoPea, it really doesn't like to let you manipulate anything behind the top image. So it's easy enough to just bring things in, move them around. So here's a cute little puppy, and you have a cat, a puppy, a child, a favorite item, anything you have a picture of. Go ahead and copy it, and then come back to the template. On that new layer, select edit and paste, and select the move tool, and then bring it over and just kind of size it up to get an idea where you're going to want your puppy. And then we're just going to have to hope it's going to let us move it around after we get it down under the layer. So let's take our image and drag it down here on the layer bar behind the template. And I think that's a pretty good. If I go any smaller, I'm going to lose the image over here. So, okay, I like where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and click out. And it's just as easy as that to grab a picture that you already have, picture of your pet, anybody, and add it behind there. And then go ahead and once again, select save, and it's going to save your template. And then you can just keep adding and changing. As long as you've got this template, it'll be very fast and easy. Okay, I hope that helped you learn how to change out an image. Thanks for watching.